this video, I'm going to go through how to actually sign up for an account with Star Wars Tracker and what's involved with that. It's a very easy process. I'm going to walk you through it now. So I presume that if you're watching this video, you might have seen the intro video and decided that you'd like to give Star Wars Tracker a try. So the best way to do that is to head on over to the website, and you can go to this cost page up the top here. And let me just talk about this for a second. So Star Wars Tracker is a paid for service. It's not a free service at all. That said, there is a free 2-week trial period, which is going to allow you to try out all the functionality of Star Wars Tracker. It's not crippled in any way. There's no limit, so you can do anything you want for 2 weeks. And then after that 2-week period, that's when the first charge is going to be taken. So just need to be upfront about that. So on this cost page, you do have 4 different pricing plans that you can go for. So many people use each and every one of these plans. Everyone's situation is different. If you aren't sure if you're going to like Star Wars Tracker, or you don't have, a lot of money to outlay in the beginning, then the $8 a month is a good one to start with. But the best value, like if you plan to be around for 6 months or definitely a year, then I do recommend the $50 a year package. And so that's just $50 charged each year, and then again the next year. You get the idea. So this is the best value. If you just want a taster, or if you just want Star Wars Tracker to use for a month in order to get guide pricing, if you're trying to sell your collection, then perhaps that's the one to go for. Another couple of options in between. But I mean, that said, if you, for example, start on the 8 and then you realize, hey, this is really good, I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this, you can change your subscription to something else at any time. Just get in touch with me, and I'll help you go through that process. All right, so let's get started then. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to go with the $8 a month one. So here's the first form you need to fill out, and it's pretty standard, what you would expect. So Star Wars Tracker usernames are an email address, and I kind of expect you to have access to that email address to read email. If I need to get in touch with you, that's the only bit of information I have to do it with. So I expect this is something that you use for yourself. And so I'm going to be doing these tutorials with this email address here, support@starwarstracker.com. So I'm going to give me a name. Again, you can put your real name there or something else, but I like to be respectful and address you with your own name. So nice if you use your own name there. And then you can come up with a password for yourself. Let me just make sure I typed that correctly. Okay, so password is there. The next bit, it's going to ask you to choose a home currency. I'll go into this in a lot more detail in a follow-up video, but essentially this means what currency denomination do you want the price guide expressed in, and what currency you're going to be recording your portfolio items in, how much did you pay for it, that kind of thing. I'm based in the UK, so I'm going to choose British pounds there, but you can change this at any point that you like, and it's all seamless. So just choose whatever you think is applicable at this moment. And then, so you've got options here to receive weekly market reports. I touched on that briefly in the intro video. This gives you the weekly market valuation of your portfolio, so I highly recommend you keep that ticked. The next one is receive news and announcements relating to Star Wars Tracker. You can tick that or untick that, but I so rarely send anything to subscribers that isn't the weekly market report that I mean, you could leave that tick and you know, never see anything for months and months. But if you're not sure, you're free to untick that. And then lastly, you have to accept the terms of use and the privacy policy. I'll let you read that in your own time if you want to, but all pretty standard stuff. So when I click verify here, Star Wars Tracker is going to attempt to send you an email, which is why it's important to get this, you know, correct and something that you can actually read emails on. And it's going to send you a code in that email that you're going to use in the next step to continue up with the sign up. So let's do that. Okay, so we're now on this landing waiting page, waiting for us to enter our verification code. So I'm going to go and check my email now and see if I've got that email. And I do. And so it's just a very simple email that's given me a code here, just a randomly generated code. So that's what I received. So if I put this in and verify the code, that lets Star Wars Tracker know that you're a real person, you're contactable, and you can read your emails. All right, so everything's happy here. So if you're at this stage now, it means all of that's checked out. And now you can actually choose your subscription plan. So like I said earlier, I'm going to go with the $8 a month one. So simply click on that. And then you get a summary of what you're about to undertake. So $8 monthly subscription. You're starting a new monthly subscription. And there is a free trial period. You're going to be charged after the 14-day trial. So we're going to proceed to the checkout. And here we need to put in our credit card details. So standard stuff here. Whatever credit card you plan to use, you need to have the billing address along with that. Otherwise, things just don't work. So I'm just going to type this in. And you know, if you don't provide something that it really needs, there'll be a warning around the field that needs some information. So yeah, it's all standard stuff here. So I've added my billing address for the credit card. Next is to actually add the credit card in. So I'm going to fill that in, and that I'm just double checking it. It looks good. All right, so I'm going to click next. All right, so at this point, it's just giving you a summary of what you're about to do. So we're after a monthly subscription, charged after the 14-day free trial, and it's just going to restate my name, the billing address for the credit card, and some of the details of the credit card. You can edit these at any point if you think you've made a mistake there, but all that looks good to me. And so the very last thing we need to do at this stage is to hit subscribe. And what happens here might depend on the credit card that you use. So for me, and here in the UK, banking has evolved to such a state where they've got some really good prompts now to cut out fraud, you know, people getting people's credit card numbers and the little number on the back and just punching it in and getting away with whatever they want. You may be challenged to actually make sure this is you within your own credit card app. So this check here is asking me to confirm my identity. It's going to send a message to my credit card mobile app. So it's asking me to continue. And now it's just waiting for me to go into my credit card app and just make sure that this transaction is me and I'm okay with it. So I'm just going to bring up my credit card app now. And so like I said, some of you may not get challenged like this, but it's becoming more commonplace and it's a really good thing. It's really helping the fight against fraud payments. All right, so I have just confirmed that within my app. So now I can click, I have verified this. And It'll do stuff in the background, and now we are set up. So it's as simple as that. Our subscription has now started. The 14-day trial period has begun, and we now have a blank slate to work with here within Star Wars Tracker. So we've got our portfolio summary, which is nothing at the moment because we're a new account. We haven't created anything yet, but we have access to all the price guides here, and we've got some randomly picked prices here just to get us started and get a flavor of what we can do. But I think that's all I wanted to cover in this video. Just how do you create an account? How do you get started? And it's just really as simple as that. So any questions about that or any problems getting signed up, just send an email to support@starwarstracker.com, and we'll get back to you and help you out and get you on your way. All right, until next time, happy collecting.